like how that one's still live. Yeah. Oh no, not this one. Come on. Give me the new one. Where's that? Here we go. They're all still considered live. Okay. Let's keep at it, I guess. Jesus Christ, that's so annoying. Apparently I'm still broadcasting. Nice. There we go. Okay, welcome back, guys. I'm sorry about that. I apologize for the random interference. I'm not sure what's going on. But we're still at it. Nothing's changed. Everything is still how we left it, so there's no worries. That's 275. Yep, that's the one we're doing just now. Okay. In 41 minutes. And then in another 4 hours, we're doing that one. It's gonna be fun. For the question, for the chat question, I think my favorite KSP YouTuber. I don't know if I really have a favorite. I like Scott Manley, obviously, you know, our Lord and Savior. Matt Lown's pretty good. I watch Race Space every now and then, and Shadow Zone. For like all the crazy challenges and stuff, I think Danny, Dennis, Hazardish, whoever else, I think they're pretty good as well. It depends on what you want, basically. I mean, if you want like weird, crazy challenges and stuff like that, then you can go to Dennis and Hazardish and Danny and whoever else. But if you want like more standard challenges and whatnot, you can go to Matt or Blunderbirds, obviously. And then Scott is more representations of real life stuff and whatever else. Except for all his early like KSP tutorials, which are still pretty good. So we're just waiting. We're just cruising to our next maneuver here in 40 minutes. It's a terribly long time to wait, but we're gonna do it. With any luck, we'll be done by, I don't know. It's gonna take a long time. Equestrian, you would say Matt. Yeah, I think Matt's pretty good. I like his station videos, especially the one with the shuttle. Honestly, I wish I could make a really good shuttle. I've gotten close. I've made decent shuttles that kind of work, but it's so hard. That would be fun to do. Send a shuttle to Duna or Elu, maybe. That'd be interesting. Take a quick look at the inside. You can see everybody's just chilling out, having fun. Oh, there's an on texture glitch, I think. No, I recognize that from somewhere. I recognize that from one of the art pieces, one of the pictures from the loading screen. I recognize this. I wasn't sure where it was from. I thought it was actually the Mark 1 command pod, but it's actually the bottom of the Mark 3. I did not know that until recently. Nothing new in there. Okay, another chat. Do I know when a new update is coming out? I don't know the exact date, but I know they are releasing an update for console in the coming weeks. It's going to upgrade console enhanced edition to, I think, 1.5 is going to give us all new skins, a few new features like the variant switcher, personal parachutes for Kerbals, the new EVA suits and IVA suits. I think we're getting the option to remove helmets. I'm not sure. I don't know if we're going to be getting the Delta V calculator either. I imagine probably not. And we're also getting like 2/3 of the DLC. We're getting everything except for the mission builder for the DLC. And we're getting 4 new launch sites, which includes one on the Mun. So we're getting the island runway, the desert runway, the other launch pad. I don't know where that is. And then there's going to be one on the Mun, which is not on PC. They just announced it like a couple days ago on their blog. They didn't give an exact date, but I imagine it's probably going to be sometime soon. Otherwise, I don't think they'd announce it unless they were ready. So you can look forward to that in like the next week or two. Which honestly, I'm hella excited because these parts and these skins are getting kind of bland and overused. And I think they're also making HD textures as well for console, because these are kind of low-res textures. So I think we're getting HD textures, which is going to be great. It's amazing. Welcome. If you're new here, I just want to say we are doing a real-time lunar landing and return. So in other words, we're taking this whole ship here, landing it on the Mun. Well, this ship here, landing on the Mun, going back to Kerbal, all in real time with no time warp. It's very long, very time consuming, but We're getting there. We're actually very close. We just have a couple more maneuvers to do. We are actually going to try to land by the Mun Arch, which is somewhere in this area. Okay, chat, next question. What's your favorite space-related song? I'm torn. There's a lot of good ones by David Bowie, and then there's also Chris Hadfield. So, I'm incredibly torn. And also Elton John. Don't forget that guy. He's pretty good too. I think out of all of them, I'd say Starman or Space Oddity. God, that maneuver is such a mess. It's gonna cost me so much Delta V. I think we'll be fine though. We should have plenty. I haven't exactly calculated it, but we'll be fine. I have a contingency. If we run out of fuel, we'll just get out and push and do all that stuff. It's all good. The Soviet Cosmonaut Anthem. I don't think I've ever heard that. Does Matt's music videos count? I mean, I guess. I guess they can count. I meant more like space-related songs from popular artists. But I suppose that can count, sure. I don't see why not. Considering Scott Manley's daughter sang "You Will Not Go to Space Today," and that's absolutely awesome. So, we can count Matt's music videos. I have so much debris. One other thing I like to do, I like to track asteroids. There's actually one I'm tracking right now. This asteroid actually got incredibly close to being captured naturally in Kerbin's orbit. It was so close. That's actually something I really want to see. I want to see an asteroid get captured naturally. I've seen some get really, really close, but I've never actually seen it happen. And I've looked it up. I've tried looking it up, and nobody has anything about it happening. I've never seen it. Let's actually go retrograde. No, maybe not retrograde. Okay. We'll just go back to where we were. It's fine. It's all good. Don't worry about it. See, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. We have half an hour until we get to our next maneuver, which honestly is just an absolute clusterfuck. I mean, look at this. So we've actually been going for a few hours, minus the random interruptions that seem to happen. About 4 hours, 4.5 hours. We've been going for a while. Actually, longer than that. Like 5 hours, maybe. Which I guess kind of makes sense considering this is a trip to the Mun, but we did time warp a little bit in the beginning. Chat said it was fine. That's my excuse. Chat was okay with it. Just so we didn't have to wait an extra 2 hours. Just do a quick save here. Since I actually can no longer revert flight, so if something goes wrong, I have to live with it. Which I guess is just more motivation for making sure nothing goes wrong. Should be fine. I've done this before multiple times. Although usually it's done a bit quicker. Okay, let's have a couple of them go on EVA. They can stretch their legs, have some fun while they wait for this really long mission. Okay, you're good. Okay, Bob, your turn. Let's go. And we'll turn his light on, of course. Can't have it too bright. Okay, now we'll turn his off, actually. Don't want it too bright. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, stop drifting. Stop drifting. It's so hard to keep them from drifting. I just want to go wherever. Okay, come on. Just gonna put him in front of the window. Say hi to Jebediah. I had to take a screenshot of that. You know I had to take a screenshot of that. Of course I did. I would not be doing it correctly if I didn't. Imagine being like an actual astronaut in real life and you just see like two green freaking midget creatures in spacesuits just floating right next to your spacecraft. That's not a very circular orbit. Can I change that? Yeah, let's make it a little more circular. There we go. 23 minutes, and then we'll be good to go at our next maneuver. It's been a few hours. I'm pretty sure I started sometime around 8 or so, 8 o'clock. It is now 1:28. So we've been going for a few hours. Nothing wrong with that. I play KSP for longer all the time. If you guys want to see more KSP content, though, I do play it quite often. And usually I'll upload whatever I get if I like it. But if you want to see something specific, you can feel free to give me some suggestions. I'm always open to that. If you like the content, please feel free to subscribe. I'm sure this isn't a great first impression. It's a really long and boring live stream about doing a MUN mission in real time, but let's be honest, who else would do something like this? Look how close we're getting. We're getting pretty close. Actually, if I rotate, I think we can see it. Yep, there it is. Did you guys hear about the Opportunity rover? Yes. Yeah, F. RIP. Opportunity. One of the greatest rovers to have ever roved, honestly. So many groundbreaking discoveries, so many great achievements. It's incredibly unfortunate that Oppie has to go so soon. Honestly, it's bittersweet. Opportunity was well, I mean, opportunity and spirit. We gotta credit both. Spirit was also there, but in all honesty, I think it's amazing how. Oh, no, no. We're talking about the Opportunity rover on Mars. I don't know if you've heard about it. They officially announced that the mission had ended because Opportunity was not responding to commands. And the last transmission that it sent was that its batteries are low and it's getting dark. Although I gotta admit, I think it's amazing how we can humanize something that is so blatantly non-human, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just like the Kerbals, I guess. They're definitely not human, but we kind of humanize them. Then again, they are humanoids, so I imagine it's not as good a comparison, but let's be honest, it's still a comparison. What is going on here? What? Oh. What's up with my camera? Hold on. What? Okay, what's going on here? What a weird camera angle. I can't tell what's going on here. I know we're coming in like that. We're pretty close now. What is up with this camera angle, though? Do I need to rotate it? I guess. That's a weird camera angle. I don't like that. That gets kind of annoying, honestly. Okay, we're about 16 minutes from our next maneuver. Which is actually not too bad. Gone a few hours so far. I think we can handle 16 minutes. Maybe. Okay, we are actually facing retrograde. Let's turn prograde. Why not? Oh wait, I just remembered why not. Hold on. We have solar panels on the top of the lander, that's why not. It's okay, I totally remembered that. I know what I'm doing. I promise. Yeah, we're fine. It's all good. No worries. I still don't like this camera angle. It's because we're not in orbit. We're just doing a flyby. But it's going to take another 15 minutes to get over there. Can we see it though? Not from that side. This side? Yeah, there we go. That's actually kind of nice, not gonna lie. Okay, chat question. If you could bring one real life spacecraft into KSP, stock KSP, which one would it be? like it's like an exact replica too, not just a rough recreation. It's an exact replica in stock. I think honestly I'd go with the shuttle, not gonna lie. I love the shuttle. Actually, I figured it out. I think if after we detach the lander from the CSM, if I turn off SAS and make sure I don't have any like residual torque, it won't use any power. So I can just turn off SAS and it'll be good to go. We're about 13 minutes away from our next maneuver. That's perfectly fine. If you're new to the stream, welcome. As the title says, we are doing a real-time moon landing and return. So, in other words, we're bringing this to the moon. We're going to land. We're going to go back to Kerbal, all in real time without using time warp. Morgan says hi. Hello, Morgan. Oh, Blue Origin. Blue Origin. New Glen, I imagine. Or New Shepherd. One of the two. Probably the big one, right? The super heavy that they're going to be making. I imagine that's what you're talking about. Okay, we're 12 minutes away. Honestly, I would also like to see a stock Soyuz. It's really hard to make a stock Soyuz. But obviously with the DLC parts, it's like a lot easier. Since they literally have parts for it. Honestly, this maneuver here is a big mess. It's a huge mess. It's okay though. We're gonna deal with it. It's fine. It's definitely something we can deal with. Oh, one of the early space shuttles. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think the only one that was launched from... Well, probably not the only one, but I know one of them, I think it was Enterprise. I'm pretty sure was launched from the top of the shuttle carrier 747, I believe. I got a nice bright view of the lunar surface. That'll be nice to land on. We're getting close. We're like 10 minutes away. Although the only problem is I can't tell how long I have to burn for. I'm gonna assume like 20 something seconds. Because it was like 24 seconds for the one burn I had to do, and I think that was like roughly the same amount of delta B. So I'm going to assume like 20 something seconds. I'll start burning. I'll do like a quick puff just to see. It's going to take a while though. Somebody sent me a friend request. Hold on, guys. I got a friend request. I have to accept it. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I just had to accept the friend request. I don't like leaving people hanging like that. Okay. 9 minutes. We're getting close, guys. Okay, it was Morgan. Alright. I accepted your friend request, Morgan. I was considering maybe splitting this stream into 2 parts. So once we land, I cut the stream there and then continue sometime later tomorrow with the return home. But I'm not sure. I might have it in me to just do it all in one stream. If you guys want to stay for that, that's okay. We'll see. I think it would be better just to do it all in one stream, but I don't know. It's more legit that way. The temptation to use time warp is so bad. Okay, C4 says he will. He's got nothing better to do. Yeah, neither do I. Especially because it's just 8 minutes. It's so tempting to just be like, okay, just a quick little, you know. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it. The one time in the beginning was fine. That was just a quick, you know, just to cut off 2 hours. Because let's be honest, nobody wanted to sit through 2 hours of that. But I mean, we've sat through 3 hours this time. But would you guys really have wanted to sit through like 5 hours worth of nothingness? Probably not. I know I wouldn't. Okay, we're still pointing retrograde. That's fine. I think actually we're getting decent sunlight on these now. Oh, no we're not. No we're not. I can get better somehow. Hold on. I'll figure it out here. 0.91, 0.63. Alright, turn this shit off. No, other way. Yeah, just go that way. There we go. I mean, I guess I could just point at the maneuver. Party invite? I'm not in a party right now, I don't think. I mean, I could start one, but... what do we got? Okay, that's fine, I guess. I can look at this. Or can I? Yeah, I can live with that. That's fine. Barely making any power. If you're new to the stream, hello, welcome. I'll just reiterate, we are doing a real-time MUN landing and return. So we're taking this craft here, we're gonna land on the surface of the MUN. After that, we're gonna go back home to Kerbal, all in real time, without using time warp. I guess I can join this party. I don't see why not. Alright, there we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I was sitting there watching your stream. Yeah.
Nah, that's
That's
fine.
gonna take a while. It's
Yeah.
probably gonna take another 4 hours just to land.
Well, to get up to my Apple WAFs after this maneuver is going to take 2 hours. To get back down, it's going to take another 4 hours from this point.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like it's gonna take 8 hours just to get that done.
I've been going for like about 5 hours, I think. Give or
Oh.
take. Yeah.
Oh. What I would do is like let it do its thing, do its orbit and all that, and then the burn. I would go and jump back to Kerbal and just work on a different project while that's doing its thing over there.
I could do that, yeah.
Basically, you could just jump back and probably work on a satellite or something.
Yeah. Although I couldn't time warp because that would ruin the challenge. But I mean, I could work on
Yeah, but
designing.
you can do the design and probably launch it instead of doing the
Yeah, I could do that.
time warp.
Uh-huh.
Instead of doing the time warp, just get it into a stable orbit.
Mm-hmm.
You won't actually have to worry about.
Alright, 4
And
minutes. We're getting close. We're almost here. I was thinking about just kind of splitting it into 2 parts, but I think I have it in me to do the entire thing. Maybe.
Did you hear about what SpaceX is doing?
No, what are they doing?
They're actually going to build a space station with artificial gravity.
Really?
Yeah.
I assume it's going to be spinning.
Uh-huh.
Huh. No, I haven't seen anything about that.
And they've got a plan on it for multiple. Basically, there's going to be multiple orbiting Earth.
Huh. That'll be interesting to see.
I watched a video on YouTube about it.
That will definitely be interesting to see.
I think that's going to be before the BFR, though.
I don't know. Starship is getting pretty done.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
but
going to be doing their first hops pretty soon. I mean, it's entirely
yeah, but
possible if they've been developing it, you know, along the same time. It's definitely possible. They could do it.
I'm going to say this. 2 of the astronauts that was up there in the ISS that stayed up there for like 345 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They came home. One of the American astronauts actually developed a rash, and then where he was actually not on gravity, his legs were like balloons.
Yeah, you swell up because
Yeah.
your blood isn't. I mean, your blood's flowing obviously, but it's kind of, you know, there's no gravity forcing it downward. It's just kind of doing its own thing. So you swell up like really bad. That's why they all look like they're really like, I don't know, constipated or something while they're up there.
But you get that experience of 0 Gs, you kind of really want to stay, but at the same time you don't
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you don't have that gravity.
One of the biggest things is when they come back from the space station, they'll try to put a glass in air and it'll just drop because they're so used to just
Yeah.
plopping something and having it float away. Okay. Should I do a quick puff? I want to wait. I'm not gonna do a quick puff yet. I just want to wait. This is such a weird maneuver.
I've got a sandbox with 6 crafts up in space right now.
I have 4. I have 4 flights. I think this is number 5. Maybe.
There's one of them that I've got on ground, just in case if I want to land a booster or something
Okay,
like
about
that.
30 seconds. 28. So we're gonna cut this in half. Start burning at about 14. That's the trick. You always cut. You want to cut your burn in half. So like if your burn is 30 seconds, you want to start burning at 40 or 15 seconds to the node.
Mm-hmm.
C4,
Anything longer, you're going.
do you mind?
Anything longer, you're going to
No,
overshoot.
go ahead, C4. If you want to send a friend request, go right ahead. I don't mind. Okay, here we go. We're about to start the burn, and now.
How is that an orbital spacecraft? Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to build a tanker.
And there we go.
Let's do
a little bit off, but it's all good. I can adjust. No problem. Okay, 167. That's not too bad.
That is small.
Let's try to get this somewhat even. 18, 17, come on. There we go.
There's a bigger sign.
Oh my god, we have another 4 hours until we get to this next maneuver. Right?
What's a little bit bigger one?
Can I do anything up here? Can I not? I don't know. Is it even worth it? No, not really.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay, well, I just kind of have to sit this one. Just wait this one out. There's nothing I can really do. Although, I think if I go pro grade now, I should be okay. C4 sent me a friend request. Let's accept this.
Party.
That's if he wants to come in the party. I mean, C4, do you want to join the party? You can join the party if you want. Well, I can just suggest him for an invite.
I just already unlocked it.
Okay, you can make it public. Yeah, that's fine. No biggie. Let's keep these solar panels generating power. If this thing would stop fucking wiggling. Okay, yeah, C4, you can join the party. I think I can invite you. I can. See if I can find him. Where's he at? There he is. Invited.
I'm gonna have to use this one.
Oh my god. 4 hours.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
Why does it seem like... Why does it seem like all my stuff is clipping into each other? I know it's not, but it seriously seems like it. I had that issue with my heat shield earlier. It popped through the shroud. I was so concerned. I may actually pop back to the VAB for a little bit and go design something else.
I don't need that one. I need
I've got
this one.
I've got 4 hours to kill. Might as well.
Actually, no, I need liquid fuel and oxidizer.
I guess what I could do is well, hold on. I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna go back
I'm
to the
making
space center real quick.
I'm just basically making a tanker right now.
Cluster missile, yeah. You suggested that earlier. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Actually, I could probably show off some of my craft. I'll tell you a secret. If you wait until the Mun, so like, if you're at a certain point in your orbit and you see the Mun directly in front of you, like if you're pointing prograde and the Mun is directly in front of you, just keep burning prograde until you get an encounter. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Oh, let's delete this autosave shit. We don't need that. Let's see. Oh, there's my crappy rover. Here's my Ares 1. It's kind of iffy. I've had to freaking rework it like multiple times, but it's not too bad actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got like 5 segments. One's a dummy. No biggie. Yeah, I know, it's gotta be really weird. I'm talking about it and you don't see it until like 10 seconds later. It's my CLV miniature SLS basically, but it's only really designed for low orbit missions, launching crew to the space station. That's about it. I tried putting it into a higher orbit and I almost ran out of fuel. I actually had to rendezvous with my space station and refill monopropellant. Mon 5, that's what I launched this mission with. I actually really like this. It's a combination of the two freaking eras. Solid rocket boosters with an Apollo style lander CSM. It's great. Mon Hop, that's the probe that I've got in orbit around the Mun. It's actually really nice. Nice and compact. My rover delivery system. I've used this so many times. It's actually really nice. Let's actually show off. I made 2 rovers. I like this one the most. It's really nice. Although the solar panels kind of break really easily. I don't know why. Okay, what's something I can launch without time warping?
You could do what I told you. That wouldn't be that bad to do.
Oh, yeah, satellite. Yeah, I could do that.
I've launched lots of satellites, so it's
grab
not that
my
hard.
universal booster here. Oh yeah, I always get a free 100 science. That's like the best kind of science. Free. Okay, we'll get our structural pieces on here. Yeah, I usually only go with 2 unless I have like a really heavy payload. Oh, no, I do, I mean, I still even do 2 if I have 2 orange tanks, but I'll do 4 if I have, a, third stage, second or third stage. Okay, let's see, how am I going to design this? What am I going to do for this? Let's put an adapter, like I did with the other one.
Just in case, I'm gonna throw a battery on here.
Let's put, how about the survey scanner? I don't really need it. I'll do it anyway, I don't care. We'll send it to Minmus. I don't send very
What
many
I'm
things
building
to
is a
Minmus.
tanker.
Get some batteries on here. Hell yeah. Well, you can time warp. You don't have any constraints. I mean, I guess I technically don't either, but I'm not gonna time warp. No, it's the wrong way. I need this to go like that. There we go. Perfect. Get a couple mystery goo. This is sandbox save. I don't need science, but whatever. Might as well.
I normally use the sandbox just in case. Well, I actually just use it to get my fillings for whenever I actually jump over to my career one.
Yeah, it's good for testing. You can see what works and what doesn't. Let's plop a couple RTGs on here, I guess. It's gonna go as far as a min-miss. I'll just kind of clip them in here. No biggie.
Put a bunch of lights on here.
There we go. That's fine. I like to use monopropellant thrusters. It just works really well. Plus, you can fit the tanks like anywhere, so there's like no problem whatsoever trying to fit these things on here. Just plop them in like that. Rotate them. Clip them in a little bit. There we go. Yikes. Actually, let's put a couple extra science things on here. I still have room for other science. Let's put all the useless science on here. I don't need science, but I'm putting it on here anyway because fuck it. Why not? I don't need 2 thermometers, you fuckhead. There we go. That's better. See, that's what I wanted. Why couldn't you do that in the first place? I shouldn't have to specify what I want, but I guess I do. Clip you in a little bit. There we go. Add some extra science here on the sides. Can't have too much science. There's no such thing as too much science. Just make sure the center of mass stays what I need it to be. Oh, that doesn't affect the center of mass. That's right. None of the science stuff does, except for the mystery goo. That's the weird part. Everything except the mystery goo is fine.
Alright.
There's cheats. Yeah, there is. There's cheats. There's been cheats. You just have to know how to access it. If you go to the start, if you press options, and then I think it's up, up, down, down, left, left, right, right. I think gets you the cheats. I could be wrong. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've used cheats. I don't use them very often. Yeah, I'm just gonna clip that right there. It's probably more monopropellant than I really need, but whatever.
Y'all want a copy of this design that I've got?
What's the design?
It's just a plain old tanker for whenever you want to just, whenever you land a booster or something like that, and you just want to refuel it.
Uh-huh.
It's basically just a bunch of the, what tanks were they? What tanks?
I'm just gonna stick with one Puth engine, I think.
The,
that should be perfectly fine.
Mark III rocket fuel fusion long.
Oh, the, okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then I just used a, couple of batteries, and then the,
if you're new
one
to this
nose
stream,
part for it.
this is not at all what I'm actually supposed to be doing. I'm just killing time right now. I have a mission in progress that is a real-time trip to the Mun, and so we are not using time warp, not doing any of that. Going to the Mun, landing, and going back to Kerbal without time warp. It's amazing. I never realized just how much I relied on time warp to make my life so much easier. Okay, that's perfect. That is perfect. Actually, I think I'll put a computer core right there. I think that'd be a good idea, just for... I think we can all relate to that. I know, it's terrible, it sucks. It's like, why do I have to do this? It's worse when there's specific things that you need, but when it's not...
Lights. What? What did I just do? No.
Is that clipping through? If that's clipping through, I don't want it. Yes, it is clipping through. Okay. What did I do? Don't do that. Actually, I prefer the 1x6 most of the time. But I like the ones that can fold back up, usually. Otherwise, I'll just go with the... What the hell's wrong with this? Why is this... Oh, it's not centered. Okay. Let's center this thing back up then. Because if it's not centered, it's a big...
I've got to literally do each one. Each set.
Okay, now that should be good. Oh. Equestrian. We're just killing time right now. I don't know if I responded to your question or not, but we're just killing time. Got like 4 hours to kill, so might as well just kill some time. Do you guys like doing clamshell deploy for your fairings or no? I think it's, honestly, it depends, honestly. If it's like an interstage fairing, I don't usually bother. I won't even stage it, actually. I'll usually just decouple and then keep going. But usually I'll do clamshell. I don't usually have that problem.
Alright, let's give this a shot. See how good it works. If it works good, then
you guys know
I'll share the
the orbital surveyor, like the big ass long freaking scanner thing. I hate trying to build something with that. You usually have to put it right on top because you can't put it on the side. It's too big for a fairing. It's so annoying.
I normally would put it on the side of the rocket.
I mean, I guess that works. Put some extra. I used to just put it on the top of the probe. I'll build a dedicated probe for it. I don't really care. But, no, center mass. Okay, well, I don't really need the center mass, but whatever. Can I change this root part? Do this. Oh, that's already the root. Okay, never mind. Reset the staging, please. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. I like this. This is my universal booster. It's just 2 orange tanks with 2 of the RS-25 engines. And then I'll put like a couple kickbacks on the side. I'll actually put
arm.
Let me put one of these on here. I'm definitely going to be getting the DLC, that's for sure. I don't care. I'm getting it.
When is it coming out anyways?
I don't know an exact date, but I know it should be sometime in the next week or so. That's all I know. It's not even what I know, actually. It's just you can never have too much. There's no such thing as too much Delta V. Oh god. Oh shit. That's very off-centered. Can I get this in the middle? Thank you. That's all I wanted. Still, there's no such thing as too much Delta V. Never. You can never have too much. Now, I purposely over-engineer all my stuff. Can't fail a mission if there's no way to fail. There we go. That looks fine. Just some extra fuel. Why not? Let's actually rotate them. Should I rotate them or keep them that way? I don't know. I think that looks okay, but I don't know. A lot of my time is spent like with aesthetics, trying to figure out what looks good and what doesn't. Too much time. Yeah, I've done that a few times. I do that with my abort sometimes. If I have an abort sequence, I'll test it. Yeah, that's fine.
Mother.
There we go. Now I can get it. I honestly, do you guys like using the regular stack decouplers or the stack separators? I like using the separators. I think they look so much more. They're not as fat. when they're fat like that, it's just really unappealing. That's why I like the decouplers in the update. I don't know if we're gonna be getting them like that, but hopefully we do. But they're skinny, they're not fat, so they fit a lot better. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna get that or not. I hope we do. I've just been calculating delta V by hand. It's actually not that bad once you get the hang of it. It could be a lot worse, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. I think that's okay. That should be fine. I think that could get to min-miss no problem. I should calculate it. I should calculate the delta V. I'm not going to. It's worse when you have a couple solid rocket boosters on there, because you have to figure out the delta V for those and then add it onto the stage, and it's just terrible. Don't ever do it. Oh wait, let me get my I need to get my, not struts. I don't need struts yet. I need the stability enhancers. Give me my stability enhancers.
Time to warp.
You know, I say that to all my craft when they don't work after a while. It's worse when you're trying to make a shuttle. It's like, time to work, let's go. You're on like attempt number 20, and it still just flops over backwards. Oh hell, you can't even control it. It just does whatever it wants. It don't care. Yeah, it's really hard. You have to... It's really hard. That's why I don't usually bother. Let's get some Severtrons on here. Make sure this doesn't smack into the side of my frickin' fuel tank, because that would suck ass. I don't... Just no. Duplicate. Jesus. Okay. There. Good to go. Let's clip those in a little bit. Now fix my staging. That looks so concerning, but it's okay. It's all good. It's strutted. It's not auto strutted, but it's strutted. That's enough.
Oh, this is gonna be time consuming here. I'm literally having to transfer fuel from the one I'm docked with, which is my ore miner, and having to open up another menu just to fill up the tank.
Oh god. So, yes, okay, that's what I want. I need these with the boosters. There is a MUN launch site, so you could just like create one. The earlier shuttle commentary, we could make someday a party and work something. You've made something in the past. Okay, you've done a shuttle in the past. I mean, yeah, we could probably do that. That would be great. I would be perfectly fine with that, because it's incredibly difficult to make a shuttle, not gonna lie.
I've looked at the mods and stuff for PC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wish some of those were on here.
Yeah, I know. What the hell should I name this thing? I have no idea. What do I name this? I'll just name it Cancer, I guess. It looks like an eyesore, not gonna lie. It's got like a whole bunch of cancerous tumors on it. It's a serious eyesore. It's got a whole bunch of cancerous tumors on it. Oh well, I don't care. I'll save it, I guess. Yes, and I just touched it the other day, but I didn't do much. I accidentally crashed something into this something else. Oh no!